Sakkie Franken is the Executive Mayor of the Overberg District Municipality. He joins us now for this conversation. A very good evening to you, and thank you so much for speaking to us. So please tell us a little bit more of how you've been affected and what you've been able to do to ward off the heatwave conditions.
Good evening. Yes, no, on our side, it's flooding in the Overberg and in the Western Cape at this point in time. So, yeah, we will probably see quite a warm summer coming our way. We know that El Nino is on its way, and climate change is definitely taking its toll in the Western Cape and for sure in the Overberg with all this floods.
And I believe there have been reports of near gale force winds expected around south of Table Bay, Hunts Bay and Hout Bay as well. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes. And that affects our coastline severely. The Overberg has got a coastline of roughly just over 400 kilometers with a lot of coastal towns and holiday resorts as well. So you can imagine what the effect on the coastline will be with gale force winds like that coming our way.
Just in terms of early warning systems that are available to you, not only with the weather service, but what municipalities are able to do in predicting which areas and, of course, how to save people from the hot weather, dehydration, etc. Can you tell us a little bit more about the planning that you have accessible to you?
Yes, thank you very much. Very good question. So from our side, we've got a very good working relationship with our disaster management teams, not just in the Overberg, but right through the whole province. The Western Cape Province Disaster Centre assists us quite a lot with this, but then also we've got a district JOC that assists us, the municipality and also the municipalities within the district, with weather warnings that will come our way. So in the Overberg, we've got the system, we call it the Safer People's Program. Right in the beginning, we started out with the Safer Beaches Program, and very soon we realized that we should roll that out and make that a bit broader and take it inland as well to our inland communities as well. So what we will then do is we will get the warnings from the Weather Bureau or the Disaster Centre, the Western Cape, and then the District Disaster Centre, and then we will take that warnings out to the communities. So our firemen and firewomen, together with the disaster management teams, will go out into communities and actually show the people what to do and how to prevent disasters. Disasters like flooding, disasters like severe fires and so forth. So yeah, we've got a very good working program with the Safer People's Program.
But just in terms of budgetary allocations, I'm just wondering, even though it shouldn't be so because of the fast changing climate conditions that we warned about every year, but it sometimes does still catch us off guard as we're hearing people speaking to our colleagues about the impact on their livelihoods. The poultry sector has been experiencing serious challenges, so this doesn't make things easier. And of course, the knock-on effect is that you're going to end up paying more for food and meat. Is that taken into account when these disaster management projects are put together, that this also drives people not only further into poverty, but could possibly lead to more deaths and injuries because there are people who don't simply have the means?
You're so right in saying that. And that's why we lean very heavy on the Western Cape government to assist us with that. Being a district municipality and we receive our funding and our budget from the national government, it's called the equitable share. We are supposed to get funds from that side as well, but we all know what the national fiscus looks like. So unfortunately, we can't just get our money from the national fiscus and from the equitable share. And that's why we lean quite heavy on the Western Cape government that assist us immensely in this province. So we've got a very good like I said, working relationship with the Western Cape government, but also with the Disaster Management Centre and the MEC for local government, Minister Bedell, that really assist us in disasters like this. They've got a great team. And then also I must say that organizations like Gift of the Givers are always there to assist, be it with clothing or shelter or water, non-perishables and so forth. We can really rely on people like that. But going forward, it's also for us very, very important to keep the very good working relationships with the private sector. So I think it's very important for us as municipalities and districts to do our job and to render the services that we should, so that the private sector can assist us with assisting the people and the communities that so dearly need it.
Because I'm actually thinking, as you talk about water, it's all very well and good to do civic education drives and say to people, this is how to keep yourself from suffering from heat stroke, when there is the twin problem of no electricity and water shortages. So as much as you have great organizations like the Gift of the Givers, private sector that can donate, but what do people who, especially in far-flung areas, then do? I'm imagining in your area as well, you have such people.
No, you're right. The Overberg being quite a rural area, we definitely do have people like that. So we've got a water board. It's called the Overberg Water Board. It's a national function. Water, like you know, is a national function. It's not the district's function, but that said, we as a district municipality assist the Overberg Water Board in getting water out to the people. So for instance, now we had a severe flood, well, all over the Overberg, but Overstrand municipality in particular were hit very, very hard. So we pulled resources from all over the Western Cape, but again, also from the Western Cape government to assist our municipalities, and in this case, Hermanus, Horston, Claymont, and so forth, with water. So we brought in big tankers, 35,000 litre tankers, to bring the water to the people where it was needed. So in disasters like that, we've got the capacity to assist our people. But that said, it should be well managed and it should be well run. And that is something that I can really commend the mayors in the Overberg and the broader Western Cape for. In the Overberg, for instance, we've got a great team of mayors working together in coping disasters like this. In the Overstrand, the one that I just mentioned, we've got Dr. Anil Ravi, and she managed this disaster that they just had. Amazing. Similar to Mayor Francois Durant in Swellendam, Mayor Paul Swart in Cape Agulhas municipality. I mean, they had severe flooding in Struisbaai, in Honeston, in the Haasvlakte, but the mayor and their teams really managed on the ground with the administrative staff, and that's just amazing to see that.